Hey Dallas, happy to be here. Happy to have you here. Thank you so much for tapping in. This is going to be the last video for the June series of tarot scopes. And we saved the best for last because we're going over Pisces. So crazy because I was doing the full moon video, and I was like, it ended with Scorpio, but I kept talking about Pisces because I was like, oh my God, I gotta do this video. So, if you haven't, check that out. Before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, share. Also come back and let me know what you think about this energy. I want to know how June is going for you. I want to know how life is going for you. I just want to know. Be up in your business. If you're interested in a private reading, we're available. I am available. I say this all the time. I'm about to say 24 hours a day. I am not. Oh my God. Their readings are available 7 days a week. So be sure to tap in. And let's go ahead and get started. So what I've been doing, you know what? Let me just keep it uniform. Well, okay. I've been doing these angel number cards. Pope Girl deck. Shout out to Pope Girl. Pope. I've been Pope Girl deck. I love Pope Girls on Instagram, but like their deck is one of like my favorites. It's like one of the first I started using when I was actually doing like parties, because I've been reading, but to do parties was kind of scary. So it's like the first deck I used for that, because I was like, Anyway, before we get started, let's go ahead and ground into the energy. Find yourself in a comfortable seat, feet placed firm on the ground in front of you, spine nice and long, shoulders back, head high, crown centered, and breathe. All right, well, let's go. So the energy for you for June is inevitability. This is given, it is what it is. Things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. And if you stress, it's going to have the same outcome. If you don't stress, it's going to have the same outcome. But this most importantly speaks about faith. Applying your discernment and being faithful to what you believe in based on your experiences and also based on your spiritual practices. A lot of you are holding on to the way things used to be or the way things should be, but you have to be open to change. Change is on the other side of your growth. Change is on the other side of your happiness. Change is on the other side of you feeling grounded. And it's inevitable that it's coming, but do you want to delay the mindset, or do you want to align with the mindset so you're happy there? Because see, change can happen and you're like, oh, I can't believe, but it's saying like, no, ease into it because it's inevitable. Also, some of you have to stop doing bad things the way you've been doing them. You got a lot of you got bad habits. A lot of you are tapped into just negative ways of being, and it is working against you instead of for you. So I need you to be mindful of that, and I need you to align and do what works for you instead of what works against you. Okay? Now, let's do Adventure Tarot. I haven't used Adventure Tarot in a while. I was so excited to see this deck on sale on Amazon. I wanted it. It was like $30, but I got it for 10. I saw it at Barnes and Nobles, and I was obsessed. And I'm even more obsessed because look at these gold ridges. Oh, I love this deck. All right, so just tapping more into the energy, inevitability. Yeah, makes sense. You got 4 of Swords, and then we also have the Star card here. 4 of Swords speaks to just being very overwhelmed, very stressed, very like, I think you worry too much. What's that Kanye song? And don't y'all kill me. You worry about the wrong things, You worry about the wrong things, the wrong things. That's what it's giving. What's interesting though is even though you're worried about the wrong things, ain't nothing changing, right? And I think that's why inevitability is so important for you in this season, in this month, because what you're doing is not changing the outcome. How you feel is not changing the outcome. That also goes to a lot of you need a break. You need to take a break, but you won't. And things aren't improving because you're working yourself to the bone, or you're allowing people to have access to you, or you're not setting boundaries, right? This also speaks to, I feel like one important thing not important, but one thing that's coming up on this energy is just like you are stepping out of a season of healing. Some of you I'm picking up is like a medical thing, but a lot of you was like already, I feel like it took you so long to change your mindset. So now you changed the mindset, but it's like taking a time for you to recover from what that mindset shift brought to you. Be it, I feel like for a lot of you it's around money or family dynamics. But most importantly, what I'm picking up on is that you can't rest, right? You're having difficulty meditating or relaxing or just being still. And the thing about it is, no matter how wound up you get yourself, what you do, things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. The beautiful thing about seeing this, this next to the star is this speaks to that there is a little sliver of hope in you guys. I feel like you want things to be different, and you needed this message to let you know that you can release and relinquish, and things will be okay. A lot of you are really drained emotionally and even spiritually, and I do see that the energy around you is healing, like you're healing that. But I feel like overall, Pisces, you guys are going through a season of you having to break down to build up, and that's okay. Just stay optimistic. Okay. Now, when it comes to your finances, let's see what's going on over there. I see money blessings are coming. This is going to be a good, June is going to be a good month for money blessings. Big money coming. You're worried about money though, which makes sense, especially with the climate of the world. Very, very worried about money. Some of you might have just recently got laid off. Some of you might have been working for a company that did a major layoff, and you are very disconnected. That's the energy I'm picking up for you. But I'm also picking up that the energy, I'm just gonna say this, the money is gonna be good for June. I'm picking up on that because I just kept getting 777, 777, 777. I'm so picking up the energy of the money is gonna be good for June. But I think just because you've already had your financial situation rocked in the past, you're worried. And I don't think nothing wrong with that. I will tell you to do your best to shift your mindset, but also find ways that you can anchor yourself so you can feel comfortable with these ebbs and flows and these changes. You know what I mean? Because I think that, of course I could say, oh, well, it's going to be okay. But if you're not thinking it's going to be okay, if you're not feeling it's going to be okay, then that doesn't matter, right? So I think that's important. I think that you just need to take care of yourself, right? I think you really just need to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of this narrative that you have. I feel like a lot of you are blaming yourself for things not working out in certain ways, and I don't see that it was your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that it was your fault that you didn't get the thing that you needed to. And I don't see that anything that you would have did differently would have made a different outcome, and you're worried about your money story a lot because of that. I also feel like a lot of you might have missed the opportunity, and you can't stop thinking about why the opportunity didn't come to you or what happened or what you blocked, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, again, that isn't helping the situation. And also, it doesn't speak to the true energy that you are in, because with the King of Wands here, or the Guide of Wands rather, this is speaking to having to be ambitiously motivated to get where you need to be. Right now, the only issues, I see money coming to you. I see the issues with those, with that money manifesting and being a blessing to you in the ways that you necessarily need it right now. That has to do with you not stepping up and pushing forward like you're being called to do. It's like you know what you need to do, you know how to do it, but you just feel like you're not enough. You feel like you're not ready. You feel like, oh, you didn't say the right thing. It's just all these things you keep making up that don't really apply to the scenario. And I want you to stop that. I want you to get out of your own way, get out of your own head, and get into action, because that is what the King of Wands is calling you to. Money's going to be good this month if you let it. Negative, thoughts are things. Pisces, you are very powerful. You know that. I always tell people I can make anything happen that I want to happen. And I can. I'm a Pisces, right? I'm an exalted Pisces. Pisces, I'm going to tell y'all on my chart, but I'm a super Pisces, right? Pisces in the first and 10th house, I'll tell you that. So it's really important as a Pisces that you don't think negatively about you. You shouldn't think negatively at all where you can help it, but you really got to make sure that you don't ruminate. Because when you get to ruminating, it creates these worlds that are tied to these emotions that just anchor you into an abyss of darkness. And that is not conducive to where you want to go or where you need to be. All right. So from here, we're going to talk about, let's talk about love. They getting on your nerves. For some of you, love has been a journey. With the Ten of Wands here, this speaks to a lot of energy invested in a partner or situation. I feel like some of you might be planning a wedding. I feel like some of you might be going back. Like, I feel like you are, how can I say it? In regards to your partnership, it seems like you're at a pinnacle point where there's more responsibility. Maybe you, like, I feel like it's the other side of something. Like, maybe y'all just moved in together, just had a baby, just decided to be exclusive, right? I mention all these things because I feel like there's this extra responsibility on stuff. And I don't necessarily, typically when I see the Ten of Wands, this kind of gives like burnt out, or a lot of times I see it as like for people like you wish you didn't do this or something. For some of you, you're overwhelmed. Okay, these are the two stories I'm getting. Some of you are realizing that this transition that your relationship recently took is more than you were looking for, and you're only staying because you feel that you're kind of keeping up with appearances. Like you feel like this might be your only shot, so you're going through the motions of that. For those people with the burden, communicate with your partner, communicate with other friends, or trusted friends, trusted friends that are partner or in similar situations, so you can get some real advice, because this is not like the ancient times where you got to stay with a person and stay in a situation that's not working for you. Please don't do that. Please don't be a martyr. But for others of you, like I said, you at the end of planning a wedding, you're ready to act like you're leveling up and going to the next level, and you know on the other side of it is just this beautiful, fulfilling, like love affair. And for those of you, I'm excited for both of y'all. For one of you guys, the first story, I feel like this is a great opportunity to advocate for yourself in ways that you've never been able to before. And also, they will still love you. They will still support you. They will tweak it. You just got to find a way to say it, right? And also, don't act too harshly or quickly if things aren't, like, don't be a brat, right? But for others of you, keep holding on. And I'm also picking up for some of you, you're ready to date. And I think dating is going to go good for you. I feel like a lot of people, if they're dating this summer, they're going to have a good time dating. But for you, Pisces, this is speaking to like, okay, I'm ready to date. So that means I need to update my wardrobe, check out my hair, go out to these single mixers, stuff like that. And it's not that like you need a whole new wardrobe to go, you know what I'm saying, be going on out with people or like attract to somebody. But one thing about dating is when all eyes are on you, you feel good when you look good, right? That's how we are Pisces. So it's like, okay, maybe I need a little more makeup, or like maybe try something new in my hair. Pisces, we're very flirty, fun signs, and this is the energy I'm picking up for you. And I also think you'll meet somebody good this summer. Not saying that this will be, for some of you, this will be, you're meeting your person that you're going to be in line with and staying with your person. For others of you, I feel like you're going to regain your confidence again romantically, if that makes sense. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to go over your warnings. This is what Spirit wants you to know, to be mindful of for the month of June. All right. So we got one in reverse and 9 of Swords. There are things that you don't know at work, and not necessarily, I mean, for some of you in your career, yes, but then for most of you, this isn't like in the background, right? There's things that are going on that you're not aware of. I think you guys are anxious and worried enough, but I don't want you to get too delusionally attached or too overwhelmed about those, because that part of it does impact you, but also you cannot fully control the story. So because of that, be mindful of getting too emotionally involved in matters that are outside of yourself. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now. There's a lot of ways to get upset, and I literally feel like, you know, social media, they're just flooding us with all these negative things to get everybody upset and out of uproar. And that's the kind of energy I'm picking up on with you. Like, you got to be mindful of stuff like that, right? Also, I feel like you guys are so distracted that you're not tapping into yourself and doing the things that make you happy. The reason why this is a warning is because with Jupiter being in Cancer, and also with Aries being in Saturn, well, Saturn being in Aries rather, this is the season that you need to do the hard things to create a new beginning for yourself. But if you're not doing the hard things because you're distracted, you're going to miss this blessing. And you got to tap in so that you can take out what you need, because it's going to be another 12 years or even, you know, whatever. It's going to be another time. It's going to be a while before we get this energy again. Also be mindful of being like, just, how can I say this? It's definitely good to speak your mind or feel your mind or say whatever, but just be mindful of like being so upset that you like cussing people out, or you don't have decorum, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just all over the place. Like, really, I just feel like if you don't ground yourself, you're going to make a fool of yourself. And they're really warning you against that, because it'll get in the way of some blessings that are coming your way. Also, to stop allowing your anxiety to paralyze you, and sleep. I don't care if you're taking melatonin. I don't care if you're working out 30 minutes a day. You need a sleep routine, because your brain is not resting and it's causing you issues. So definitely tap into that. And the only last thing I will say is, Pisces, be kinder to yourself. You are really, 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 this card is coming up again. You keep overgoing the story to see, maybe I should have said this, maybe I should have did that, maybe and I forgot all about inevitability being here. It is what it is. Things happen the way they need to happen. It's okay. It is okay. Everything gonna work out the way it needs to. You getting all upset about it is not gonna change anything, because guess what? You did the best you could with the information you had at the time. All right? Now, I've been doing this style of reading for a minute, and I really like it. But what's interesting about it, this is the first time I've seen two butterflies, and they're also different transformation. Butterfly in itself is speaking to transforming, right? Transforming and transmuting. But if you look at the difference in this in these photos, progress is speaking to the fact that yes, it is what it is. Things are going to happen the way they're supposed to happen, but also you are going to see how good life can get. I feel like right now you're so stuck on worrying, stuck on lack of joy, stuck. All these ways to say stuck. But this progress is saying that that season is over. Well, not over, but it's ending. It's coming to an end. June is going to be a pinnacle time for forward movement and change. I definitely see you leveling up personally and professionally and being able to trust people in reciprocal relationships. And I think that's so important for us, Pisces. That's literally like my whole 2025. I've just been like, I just want reciprocal relationships. And this is speaking to the fact that you'll get them inevitably. Let it go though. Let it go. Take care of yourself. Take a bath. Meditate. Step away. Recalibrate. Because you can't focus on where you want to go if you are so consumed and stuck living in the past. Now, nobody else got this, and it's not because I'm a Pisces, but because they told me to pull a card. You are longing to be grounded and belong somewhere. You already are there, though. You are where you belong. Please don't forget that. This is why community is coming to support you in such a major way once you step out on faith. Pisces, this was a beautiful reading for you. I hate that y'all going through it, but everybody really is, and you're going to be okay. Please tap into my June reading to see what the energies are. Tap into the Scorpio moon, the Sagittarius full moon reading, and have an abundance mindset, right? Stop living in lack and scarcity. You got this, girl, or guy, or whoever, okay? I will see y'all in the next video, and please, sounds like you need one, but book a personal reading, all right? We can talk about it more. Take care.